Hey, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. The Lock Lady is here. I am back for another live, guys. We got something to talk about today. Got my little notepad here, guys. I'm going to try to wait for y'all, some of y'all to come on in, y'all. I'm listening to some jams right now. We are going to be talking about, like in the title, guys. Anyways, first, welcome to Faith Lock Life, y'all. If you new here, if you happen to run across my live, this is the Lock Lady, Faye from Faye's Lock Life. Okay. And I am here to, and if you're one of my lock stars, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys catch the live, okay? I hope y'all are able to catch my live today. We are going to be talking about something new, y'all. Something new. We are going to be talking about Sisterlocks XL, guys. If you are in the building, if you come up in here, y'all, drop down and below. None of this hiding stuff, y'all. I ain't coming to get nobody. Y'all come on and join on in, okay? Say hey, y'all. Good afternoon to everybody. I hope everybody's getting ready for the holiday season. I know people are probably busy getting ready to travel or having family come to visit you guys. I know I got some family coming to visit me, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. But today we're going to be talking about the new lock that is coming to town, y'all. We got a new lock coming to town. Harold, thank you for telling me about that because I did a little bit of investigation. So we are going to be talking about the new lock that is slated to come here very soon, guys. This lock is going to be coming very, very soon. All right. I'm trying to wait for some people to come on in. Okay, I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes to try to get a couple of people in here. All right. And then we are going to talk about it. This is not going to be a super long live, guys. We are just going to get this in. And hopefully, I think, this will be some good information. I'm glad to have the information. And I think I am going to actually end up, I'm thinking about it. I might actually take this class. I may take this class because I'm kind of interested in this whole larger lock thing that Sisterlocks is trying to get into. I'm trying to just see what they are trying to do and why they are going this route. I'm really wondering. That's a question for me. I'm very interested in why Sisterlocks is going this route. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I'm wondering why they are going this route. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give it. It is 6:09 at 6:10 because I see one of you in here. Now I know from last time. I hope you guys haven't seen this and was scared off because of my request for y'all to go on Zoom. All right, so this is a perfect example for y'all to understand how this is not just so easy to just come here, show up, and go live and like for the whole world to see you. You know what I'm saying? So now when the shoe is on the other foot, because none of y'all showed up. Okay, none of y'all showed up. Only one person said, "Oh, hey, I think I dropped my email," but it's okay. But that's just another example just to let y'all know, and I hope y'all be appreciating what we do here because it's not so easy all the time to just do it. I know we probably make it seem easy and all of that, but it's a lot when you have to get yourself together and come online, guys. I hope y'all appreciate what we do, what we try to do, guys. All right, but we got to help each other. That's why we ask for ideas of what you want us to talk about, this and that. Help us help each other. Okay, that's how it goes. All right. But anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna start talking about it. If you're here, you see it, fine, get the information. If not, do the replay, whatever it is you want to do, because I can't stay on late because I do have to get to work early in the morning. So, but I did want to be able to get here, touch base with my lock stars, check in with y'all, and give y'all this information. Okay. So it's going on 5 minutes going by, so we're going to talk about it. So now we are talking about Sisterlocks XL. I just did a little bit of research, found the information, and found out that the new Sisterlock XL is coming to town in 2025, guys. So it is slated to boom, appear on the scenes in a city near you in 2025. So what they're going to do, I think they'll be rolling out classes. They're going to be rolling out classes for people to learn the new larger Sisterlock style. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, that's interesting. They're going to be coming out with this new larger Sisterlock size. I'm like, for one, I wonder why they did that. I don't know if that's kind of like in competition with other locks styles, other lock styles that are out there, like your micro locks, all this other kind of stuff. Maybe they want to compete with them. Maybe they want to kind of get some of that demographic too. I don't know. All right, Sisterlocks. I don't know, but any old ways, the lock is supposed to be larger than all of the other, and I don't know why I couldn't find my Sisterlock ruler, but as we all know how tiny Sisterlocks can be, from the smallest to the medium and the large, and they're still pretty small. Out of all of that, I think the first Sisterlock is like 1/4 of an inch, and then it's 1/2 of an inch, and then I think it's 3/4 of an inch. So that's still all small locks considered, even the big one. Now, I think the extra large Sisterlock size is going to be it's going to be larger than all of the original Sisterlocks, but it's still going to be smaller than the other large locks that are out there. So that's what I heard. So I'm thinking that still, from like a micro lock, it's still not going to be as big as like someone getting like traditional locks for sure. It definitely won't be the size of like a traditional lock. I have yet to see a picture of it, so I can't like just pull it out the imagination out the sky and be like, oh, it's going to be like this. But I do know that it is going to be larger than all of the Sisterlocks that we have. It is coming out in 2025. You will be able to sign up for classes in 2025 if you want to do that. So what are the benefits? Let's discuss what they're saying, some of the benefits of the Sisterlocks. Hey guys, how y'all doing? If y'all are in here, drop down and say, where you're at. Thumbs up when you come in. I'm glad to see you here. I hope y'all ain't being shy by now, okay? And y'all shouldn't be shy by now. But anyways, glad to see you. Glad to see you here. Anyways, okay, so the benefits of the new Sisterlocks XL is going to be quicker installation. So as we all know, or if you don't know, some of you who have Sisterlocks should know this by now, is that your installation time can be anywhere from a day to 3 days. This is claiming that your installation is going to be a shorter duration of time, which that does make sense, because if you are getting larger locks, it is going to take a shorter amount of time to create larger locks. So that'll be a benefit to that. For those of us who don't want the small ones, then you can still be under the Sisterlocks brand and still be considered having Sisterlocks. You're just now in this different area of Sisterlocks. You now will have extra large Sisterlocks, okay? And it's going to be cost efficient. So you're not going to pay, in my mind, well, it's going to be less than if you get smaller Sisterlocks. Let me turn this down. So it's going to be smaller if you, it's going to be cost effective. It's not going to cost as much as you would do. When I first got mine, my hair was up here. I had maybe 4.5 inches of hair, but since I got them small, I was charged $650. However, that was 8 years ago. So times have changed, prices have changed. So I'm thinking for extra large, I'm not even going to say how much it will cost, because I have no idea with Sisterlocks what price tag they're going to actually put on it. But they did say it's going to be cheaper than the original Sisterlocks. So whoever wants to get the extra large ones, you can count on it being cheaper than the original Sisterlocks. And then it's going to be less time. So of course, the duration of getting it in is not going to be as much time. getting the installation and also the retightening sessions should be shorter because you are going to have a larger lock. So that also makes sense to that with that. They also said they may get an uptick in DIYers with this new size of Sisterlocks because it will make it a lot easier for you to be able to take care and do your own retightenings. If your lock is larger, that does make sense because I know for a fact that if my locks were larger, it would definitely be so much easier to do my retightenings. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of doing a little bit here and there because I need to do my retightenings. My retightening time is here now too. So I just kind of, since I do my own, I just do it a little by little when I have time. I do it like that. So that's the way I deal with it now. But if I did have larger locks, it would definitely be a lot easier. I will vouch to just say that, just straight out. It would for sure be easier to deal with. The tools, I'm assuming. Hey, Kia. Oh, you know what? I don't. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we are talking about the Sisterlocks, the new Sisterlocks that's supposed to be coming out. And I don't have my glasses on, so forgive me if I didn't. I think your name is Kia Malika. Is that your name? Just do the thumbs up if it's Kia Malika. And have you guys heard of Sisterlocks XL? Are you all aware that Sisterlocks XL is actually coming out in 2025? So Sisterlocks has a new larger lock coming out, and this is what I'm discussing right now. Okay. The tools, I think that Sisterlocks is going to okay. I think that Sisterlocks is going to still use the same tools for the extra large locks. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking in my mind, like I am really not sure. This is surprising to me because I don't know. I guess I didn't think in my mind that Sister Locks would end up coming out with a larger lock because they've just stayed the same consistent for so long. And Sister Lock has been out for over 20 years now, 25 years. So I'm really surprised that they decided to go, but I guess everybody do have to stop continuing to be innovative and keeping up with what's going on because there are a demographic for the larger locks, and people are going to still want their larger locks too. So I guess they're just like, let me jump on board with all that. So I guess that's what they're doing. And like I said, I think they may still use the other tools, but I will be interested to see if they are going to use a different type of tool for those larger locks. And I wonder if they're going to upgrade their tools or do something different. I wish, Sister Locks, if y'all hearing me, I really wish that y'all would upgrade those tools because you really are behind the eight ball on that because there are a lot more efficient tools out here. So I really, really hope if y'all are coming out with these different things, like these different titles, like ambassador this and all this other kind of these titles and now these different locks, what are you going to do about them tools? Okay, and them old videos, like you need to upgrade them videos and them tools. So I would be really happy to see Sister Locks do that. I really wish they would do that. So the class hours, they're going to have class hours that are going to be split. I think it's going to be in total 36 hours to learn this new technique with the new Sister Locks XL. You're going to do the first portion of the locks in the beginning of class. I mean, online. You'll be doing that online, and then you'll be doing it in person. So I don't know how much of it. Maybe you'll get the basics and all of maybe the book information online, and then more of the techniques and the hands-on when you actually get to class, because that would make sense to me. I know when I did it, when I took my class, I took my class like 7 years ago. Yeah, I took my class 7 years ago. So it wasn't, we had 3 days in class, and I think it was like, let me see, I think the first 2 days was like, I think they were 8-hour days. I want to say they was like 9 to 5, 9 to 5 days or something like that. We did a lot of theory the first see, but ours was kind of I like the way my class went. I have to keep it real. It was just like it did not go. I should have like called the main headquarters and requested some of my money back because the way that they did us is we didn't even have all of our materials. All the books wasn't in, so we had to share books. All of our materials wasn't in or anything like that. So it was so much theory to cover. Like it was so much theory to cover that I don't even think they gave us really the appropriate time to learn what you really needed to learn. Because I know for a fact that once you left, like if you're like I'm a hair person, I've done hair for years. I've been a cosmetologist and all that kind of stuff doing hair for like over 30 years now. So, and then I used to do micro braids. So I did a whole bunch of braiding, all that kind of stuff. I did this for a long time. So when I did it, when they were talking about the partings and when you had to do like sectioning and all that kind of stuff and how small these locks were, it was easier for me because I used to do micro braids a lot. And when I was in hair school, they taught us how to do roller sets and all that kind of stuff. And that was a sectioning technique. You had to know how to section off. And then so when they talked about sectioning and all that kind of stuff in class, I actually already knew it because basically Sisterlocks sectioning is like almost like a roller set sectioning. It's a little different. But it's a roller set section. And so I already knew that. I already knew about small sections, like doing like small braids and stuff. So it actually was easier for me because when I left class, I ended up doing my first retighten. I had got a request like 3 weeks after, like maybe it was like the second week I was out of class. I had got a request to have their whole head done, and that's kind of unheard of. Because even when I called Sisterlocks, they were like, "What? We give people up to 2 years. So you have up to 2 years from the day you graduate from class. You have up to 2 years to do your first install. So 3 are required." Before you can be considered consultant, a lock, sister lock consultant. It takes up to, you have to complete 3 whole installations. But if you've never done it and you're just coming in thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna jump aboard here, get money, like go to this class real quick, da da. If you don't know, if you're not used to doing hair and locks, this is a lot more tedious than people understand. It's different coming in to get your hair done, but when you're trying to do it yourself, and if you've never had any practice or any of that, when you come out, you are going to need to shadow someone. That is the best way you can do it. Try to find you a loctician who's already doing it, someone who's in a salon. Get out and try to network with people and do that, because you'll be able to it'll be easier for you if you haven't done it. Like, because this is a thing you can make a lot of money off. If you get up in here and follow the steps and all that kind of stuff, you can do that. But you need to make sure that if you're not a person that's used to this, or whatever, is not as easy as it seems. It's work. And if you get that mannequin, make sure you practice on that mannequin, retightening, putting them locks in. Do it every day and get serious about it if you're serious. Because other than that, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. It's not as easy as you think it is. It's really not. Okay, so the class, but like I said, we didn't even get our stuff until the last day. Really, we actually didn't get all of our supplies in, because you have to actually start practicing on your mannequin and stuff. You have to start putting in your sister locks in, like literally starting them, how you just take someone's hair and start a lock. And then you get timed on that. So with us, I hopefully it got better. I don't know if anybody have been in class or on that end of trying to be a consultant. I don't know if it's just everybody that's here that's just went and got their hair done, or if there's anybody in here that actually tried to be a consultant, and what your class experience was like. I would really like to know that, what your experience was like. How long did you take your class, and where, what state are you in, and what are their requirements? Because I know I'm interested in that, to see what the new requirements are, because mine was so long ago. I just don't know what the new requirements are. But like I said, I'm assuming with this 36 hours, it's going to be just all of the knowledge, like all of the the material, the learning material that you have to learn about Sisterlocks and the hair theory and all of the different types of textures. You're going to learn about textures of hair, curly hair to straight hair, the locking patterns, the durations of when it's going to lock, color, when you can put color, when you can't put color, what you can put in your hair, but you can't put in your. So you're going to learn hair theory. You're going to learn all that hair theory and the locking theory online, I'm assuming, and then you're going to actually just do your manual stuff when you turn up in person. And if you guys, if you want to know more about this, if you're interested in it, or anybody in your family, friends, or anything that might be interested in getting Sisterlocks, this is something that you can let them know about, something that you can tell them about, and they may actually, because a lot of people tend to like kind of be like turned off by the price of Sisterlocks or whatever and all this other kind of stuff. Now this gives you another option, a more cost efficient option depending on where you are financially. This is another, so I'm actually kind of glad that Sisterlocks did open up this other option, because now people can have the opportunity to check this out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely going to have my eyes and ears open for when it actually comes out, because I really want to see what this is going to be about. I'll try to like even hook up with some of the other locticians I know to try to see, you know, just what they've heard and on again on grapevine and all that other kind of stuff. Now, if you all want to learn more about this, you can look online, look on YouTube. Here on YouTube, there are some people who's out here talking about it. There is a group. Let me see, because I ended up getting some information from these people. It is called, I think they're called Sisterlock Media. I think they're called Sister. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put, hold on. Let me see if I took a picture of them. And then that way, yeah. Okay, yeah. Sisterlock Media. Wait a minute. Sisterlock XL. Okay. Yeah, guys, if y'all can see that, Sisterlock Media. This is a YouTube channel, and Sisterlocks XL is set to launch in 2025. Are you ready? Okay. So if you guys want to get more information on that, these are some ladies that are a little bit more in depth about the Sisterlocks XL and can give you some more information about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see, you know, being a hair person, we always excited about something new that's coming out or whatever have you guys. And with me, as far as my hair, basically, I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm into my retightening thing, guys. I've been 8 years. My Sisterlocks journey started 8 years ago, September 12th and 13th. My lock anniversary dates. I'm 8 years in now, guys. I've cut some, I've trimmed them once. I have a video showing where I trimmed them. So they're about like right here. Yeah, they're like, they come like here. When I turn around in the back, they're a little bit like underneath my bra strap. And I trimmed them because they were just like a little bit like stringy, like some were longer than others and all that other kind of stuff. So I did that. As far as retightening, retightening my hair anywhere from like maybe 6 to 7 weeks. That tend to be the sweet spot for me. I'm due now, because even as I go through my hair, I'm feeling my little fro back here already. So they need to be like, so I'm in the middle of doing all of that. And I have clients as well. So working with my clients, getting new ones, this and that. I have to tell all my clients. So if any of you guys see this here, y'all, I'm telling y'all there is a new Sisterlock thing coming out. If y'all want to talk about it, y'all can talk to me when you come see me to get your retightings done. We'll talk about it, and I'll tell y'all some extra information. So I'm just finding out not too long ago myself, guys. So I'm going to put that out there to y'all. And for some of y'all who have locks that are a little bit bigger, hey, you know what? Sisterlocks is already coming out with a bigger one, so it's not no big deal, guys. But that is really all I had to, unless anybody else had something to say or any questions about that or anything having to do with Sisterlocks color. Oh, lately, the last thing too, like my little grays, they always tend to start coming to my little perimeter. So I did put a henna on my hair. I didn't do the second step, guys. Usually I do my henna and then put my indigo on here, and usually this would have been all dark black, but as you can see, you could probably still see the little gray and a little bit of the hints of the henna, because I did not do part two. I don't know, maybe I was just being lazy, child, but I didn't put I didn't do the second part, guys, but I did do that. But I don't do that just because of coloring the grays and stuff. I also do it to strengthen my hair. When my hair starts to feel, just to make it feel a little bit stronger, because these locks are like so small and whatever like that. And I do feel a difference in my hair when I do put my henna on it. So I do like to do that. And I say I like to put a henna on my hair like maybe every 3 months or so. I really don't like to do it too often, because too much protein is not good. And if you do this, I like to do a deep conditioner on my hair as well. So I do condition it, and it's okay because, first of all, Sisterlocks sells a conditioner, and once you're fully locked, you can condition your hair, because if your locks are anything like mine, they tend to start feeling a little bit dry. So mines tend to feel dry sometimes, and when they do, I'll go ahead and do like a deep conditioner on it to make it more manageable and things like that. So that's what I do to mine. And then I did do a braid out, but it fell, it drooped. I did it maybe like 3 days ago, but I have only done water on my hair. So that is another thing. I don't know what other people, if you do your braid outs and stuff, do you all just do water, or do you do like a setting lotion, like something to like set your locks? I mean, yeah, to set your braid out so that it lasts a little bit longer. But also remember too, when you do a braid out, and if you're just using water and you don't want to use anything else, the longer your hair starts to grow, the longer it grows, the more weight it's going to have. Now it's not heavy, but but the more weight it's going to you're going to have to your hair, and the braid out is going to last less. It's not going to last too long if you don't add something else, like maybe a setting lotion or something like that, to keep that in there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put other stuff in your hair, like we ain't talking no gel and none of that kind of stuff. Something that is like a setting lotion, that how someone would use with like their typical roller set or something like that. If you know about that, and then you could do it. I don't know what anybody else is using when they do their braid outs. All I do is use water. That's it. I just use water with mine. Maybe I might add a little bit of oil, like a jojoba oil in my water, like a couple of drops, just so that it could be just a little bit of something there. I'll do that because my ends tend to get kind of dry like that. Well, we all know that this is going to be the oldest part of your hair. Your ends, you can just go ahead and fill your ends, especially when it comes to locks or anything else. You're going to notice that this is your oldest part, and it tends to be your driest part. It's on stuff, your hair, if you're on chairs, whatever it is you're doing, that hair is going to rub on that. And I would advise you guys, something I do is I'll sit around with a bonnet if I'm not doing anything around the house, satin, silk bonnet, whatever, any of that kind of stuff. You want to do that to keep this going on. So we don't veer into something else. So that's all I was saying about like my hair and stuff like that. But if anybody else have any questions, guys, feel free to let me know, guys. That's what I'm talking about. If y'all want to know anything or have any questions, this is how we help each other. Help me help you, and this is how we can kind of keep the dialogue going and stuff like that. But yeah, my whole goal was just to come in here and introduce Sisterlocks XL, tell y'all about that, and let y'all know that that's coming out, and everything like that. So for all those who just popping in, if you just want to give a thumbs up, guys, y'all gonna have to stop hiding from me. Okay, y'all need to just say, hey, it don't hurt to say hi, y'all. You know, it don't hurt to say hi. Hello. But anyways, if you didn't get all of the information, just watch this back, guys, and then you can just hear the information that we talked about with the Sisterlocks XL, guys. And yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come over here for a brief short time. It's going on a half an hour. I do have to get up early tomorrow. So I just wanted to come here and say that, guys. Just remember, like, share, and subscribe if you know anybody that wants this information. And I have also a whole bunch of, hey, Swanisha, how you doing? Look at my cousin. Look at you. Hey, girl, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. You sat here. I hope you wasn't sitting here all this time and just deciding to say hi, Swanisha. I'm gonna get you. I will get you, girl. Okay, okay, I will get you. But anyways, hopefully I'll see you. Hey, 305 Capricorn. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what is going on, y'all? Ain't nothing wrong with saying hi. New, just got on. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, okay, that's good. That's good. Just got on. So, are you all? So, it have any of you all heard of the Sisterlocks XL? All right. Anybody here heard of it? Have you heard of it? Or what do you think about? What do you think about? Thanks for the hearts, guys. So what do y'all think about the new lock, the new lock that's coming to town? What y'all think about that? Are y'all, you like it or not? Do y'all think that's gonna be different? Do y'all think that's going to do you think that's a little bit too much for Sisterlocks to decide that they want to go on to the larger side of things? What y'all think about that? Are y'all like, yeah, that's a good idea? If y'all think it's a good idea, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And why? Why would you think it's a good idea or not? Like, to me, I'm kind of like, I don't know, because to be honest, I don't know. I got like, I kind of feel like yes, and I don't know. I kind of feel funny about it. All I can say is I'm surprised. I've heard of it a few months ago, but didn't do research. I'll have to rewatch the video. Is it out now? No, it's not out now. You can find out some information from this YouTube channel here, because this is where I gathered some. I'm looking elsewhere as well, but you guys can look here. um it's Sisterlock Media. It's called Sisterlock Media. And then they're talking about, okay, hold on. But Sister Locks is, it's called Sister Lock Media here. And I'm sure there's other videos out, and it's slated to come out in 2025. So it's coming out next year, 2025, and that's when the class is also going to be available. I'm thinking about, actually, I might take that class, because I think, because of the fact that it's going to be larger locks, is going to take less time, and the cost is going to be cheaper than the traditional sister locks. So it's all supposed to be a lot cheaper, and that interested me, because I think that I'll. Hello, everyone, and say, hey, Tina William, how you doing? How you doing? Glad for joining, guys. We got 14 people in here. Can y'all give me some thumbs up, y'all? I see y'all. Give me some thumbs up, y'all. Okay, y'all know how this algorithm goes. Y'all, that's easy. Y'all just click a button. Just click the button, guys. So, anyways, that is coming out. I'm really interested in seeing that. Like, it really piqued my interest, because I'm just all like, wow, like they are deciding to go with larger locks. Like, after all this time, because Sister Lock's been out for about a good, I have to say, about a good 25 years, if I'm not mistaken, maybe longer than that. And then they finally decided that they want to jump on board with these larger locks. So I don't know. I'm learning as y'all learning too, to be honest. Okay. Wonder if clients, so 305 Capricorn says, wonder if clients complained about the smaller size sister locks over the years. You know what? I'll tell you, I wouldn't be surprised with that. I wouldn't be surprised, because I look at it like this. Going through this journey, this and all of us here know. So all of us who have locks in our hair, and especially if you're dealing with the traditional sister locks, this has been a journey. Don't have me go pull out my bag of the ones that fell or snapped or this or that. And with me just knowing, because over the years and just doing hair for over the years, I already know that the smaller something is, the less stable. I don't want to say stable, but you're not going to have a lot of room to manipulate and maneuver too much, because the base is not, it's super strong. The more hair that you have gathered together, if you gather this amount of hair together and someone pulls it, it's harder for your hair to snap off as opposed to a small few strands of hair. And then over the years, and how many of us have lost a lock? How many of us have gone along the strand? I have now. I'm experiencing. Hold on, let me. Okay, in the front of here, I'm starting to experience, because it's so funny, because as soon as I'm like trying to find it, I can't seem to find it, but I'm starting to experience my locks snapping. I'm having, like, throughout my hair, like I could just, as I'm going throughout my hair, I'm experiencing like some snappings, like off, like, weak points. And this is okay. So Sister Knox says, based on my experience, I believe the larger locks would benefit me. I started knotting in March. Okay. Now, okay, so Sister Knox, welcome to my channel. You're new here. I'm not familiar with your name, but welcome. I'm glad that you decided to stop by and talk about but you're right in terms of larger locks. You're right in terms of larger locks is going to give you a stronger base. That's true. Period. Like, that's just from me being in here for a long time. I've even started to combine some of mine. So if you get to a point where some of yours is too small, because even with Sisterlocks, because Sisterlocks are so small. Now, wait a minute, how the knot going for you? Okay, gang. Okay, I appreciate all of your locks, gang. Have a good night. Good night, Swan. Glad you came in, cousin. I love you. Love you, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, you have a good night. Now, okay, Sister Knots, Sister 305 Capricorn says, how's the knots going for you? Yeah, that's interesting. I'm hearing you talking about the knots. You're saying based on your experience. So are you okay? All right, love you too, sweetie. Okay. Okay, overall, not topped by MB. When you say not topped by MB, who are you? Oh, okay. You said, overall, okay. You mean not topped by Melissa Blake? That's what you're talking about, Melissa Blake? So, K Goddess. Hi, K Goddess. Oh, I'm starting to see some different people in here. Hey, welcome. And where you guys from? Sister Knots and K Goddess. Where you guys from? Hi, sounds like Sister Locks converting to micro locks. Not sure how I feel about this. I have to research. Yes. So, K Goddess, the same. Listen. Oh, Florida. Oh, Florida. Okay, Sister Knots. Okay. My daughter lives in Florida. Okay. Okay, listen, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know how Harold's in the house. Hey, Harold, listen, thank you. Okay, Harold, welcome, Harold. Listen, you have inspired this. You have actually inspired this live today, because I'm here talking about Sisterlocks XL. Okay, y'all, Harold's in here. He's the one who. This is one of my lock stars. Hopefully, you're a lock star, Harold. That inspired it. I'm from. Oh, you from New York? Okay, Harold. Oh, you from New York? Oh, okay. I'm originally from Boston. So, and then I got family in New York too. I had a couple of family reunions out in New York. We on Pennsylvania Ave. I got family in Brooklyn that lives on Pennsylvania Ave, and Staten Island. I think they go across the ferry. What is that? Is that Staten Island? Um, uh, yeah, Staten Island, I believe. Strong Island. on Strong Island. But anyways, yeah. So Harold, we're sitting up in here talking about the Sisterlocks XL. I ended up getting some information. And I know you said that you had learned something from your loctician, but there is some ladies over on here on YouTube. They're called Media Sisterlock Media. So if you look at them, like I just was showing the folks here, the channel that I had went to look at, and then now people are out here now doing their stuff. This is once again Sisterlocks Media, and then they have put Sisterlocks XL is set to launch in 2025. Are you ready? And they're saying, are you ready? Why did my Sisterlocks consultant suspend me for a month because I had to reschedule my appointment? No way. See, listen, like, so why did she do that? She says, hold up. You said she suspended you. How did she suspend you for a month? This is what I say. This is what I say. Wait a minute. Wait. Are you saying she did that because she couldn't get you in? Or did she do that because you just couldn't make that appointment? Because I know some people, when they have a lot of clients, if you get out the rotation, it's hard to jump back in. So are you saying that? Because I know that happens. But are you saying like a kid in school that did something bad and you got suspended? Is that what you said? Because that's a little bit funny to me. I don't know about all that. I can't book an appointment for an entire month for punishment. Oh, oh wow. Oh, I don't know about that, Harold. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's the first time I ever heard that. That's the first time. But she's playing with her money and she's playing too much if she's doing that. Because I ain't nobody got time for nobody to be playing like that. That's a lot of playing. I gave her a 3-day notice. Well, that's sufficient enough. That's sufficient enough time for her to be able to, if she's busy, if she's booked and busy, 3 days is plenty enough time notice to give to someone for her to fill that gap, for her to be able to say, oh, okay, I can put somebody else in here. I cut my Sisterlocks off. Okay, so K Goddess says, I cut my Sisterlocks off, too pricey. Retightening was 300 plus every 6 weeks. Oh, wow. But you know what? People were telling me, but I do know when you're in different places, they will charge different prices. And I do know that New York does charge high prices, like Atlanta does high prices. New York, places like New York, it just depends on where you are, because they're not, everybody doesn't charge that much every 6 weeks. That's y'all. But see, you think that much Harold was paying. Listen to what he's paying. This is in Florida. Okay, but that's a lot of money. 300. I don't even charge 300 for I'm in North Carolina with me, and with my clients it does depend on like their hair, how quickly I'm able to get. Cause so if I have someone that's standard and someone that's way out there, like maybe they really have a lot of hair and I still haven't charged 300 for them. And they may be a client that take me 6.5, 7 hours, and I still don't charge that. They may be 250 for someone that's way out like that, maybe. Who knows? But it's not that price. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That y'all are paying way too much. Like y'all might need to come to some of these southern states or something, because some people here they're charging. I haven't the highest retighteners I think I've seen, and depending on it varies, so I can't talk for everybody, but I've heard 185, 190, 200, depending on what's going on with July. It just depends. So I can't vouch for everybody, but I know that they're not charging that much. Like they're not charging all that. That's a lot. Y'all paying a lot. Hold on, let me catch up with these. Okay, so Harold said Okay, so I had an emergency dental procedure. So Harold, that's why you did that, and so that should have been suffice for her. And then Kay Goddess cut off her sister locks because of that. And then with Sister Knot said my consultant experience started wonderfully until she started falling asleep doing my hair and combining locks. One of main reason for my transition to knots. Now, I will tell you this is about her falling asleep. I don't know who y'all dealing with, but and then combine it. Now that is a problem. I will tell you that, and some locticians on the sneaky side will do that. Like, and I say, well, I'm gonna put it. Let me just say it like this: for being in the hair industry and being around people, locticians and stuff, and just knowing the way they think in their mind, sometimes because it is a time frame that you're doing as you're doing someone's hair, and you're trying to get them done in a certain amount of time. Because Sisterlocks also has this association with, oh, they get me out in this amount 3 hours, and they get me out. Whereas people really don't fully understand that sometimes, depending on your hair, how healthy or damaged it is, they might need to take a slower time. But if they're going fast and they're trying to keep up with this time frame that a person wants, she might see an issue in your hair, or maybe she might come across two locks, right? That is like that are so small, and they may need to be combined. Like in her mind, she's just going and she's like, oh, these are too small. Let me combine it. So she's just going off like what she's seeing, and she's just doing it without telling you. But I don't do that. I will tell a client, because I also know that it's important for the client to know that you don't want to just start combining their locks and then all of a sudden they're going through their hair and then they're like, what the hell's going on? Like, why is this, combined? It is your duty to actually tell them. With me, I will tell my clients, hey, look, I'm coming across this. You got two really small locks here. You should combine this, because if not, you're going to eventually snap. This lock is going to eventually snap off your hair. Now, if they tell me, no, don't combine it, leave it alone, I will leave it alone. And if it snaps, it snaps. But I let them know. So I won't just do that on my own, even if I see it. But I'm just playing a little bit of the devil's advocate, because sometimes my mind have thought that when I see it, like you just want to fix it real quick. But you do have to stop and let that client know, because ultimately it is up to that client what they want done with their hair. So it's not your right. You can't just combine someone's lock. This is something they paid for. So you do have to respect that line. So I get you right there. Harold, I am thinking about switching to micro locks. Harold, to each his own. It will cost you less money. And, I tell people, do what you think is best for you. Do what your lifestyle calls for. Like if you're busy and you really need your lifestyle, the money, and this is something I'm in. But at the same time, I tell people, do what is best for you. You have to do what is best for you, because the money, the time, the cost. And I think that over the years, my guess is that Sisterlocks has had complaints about these small locks. I wouldn't put it past them having complaints and them saying, I think we're going to have to get up to these bigger locks, because I don't know if this is going to hold. That might be it. I don't know. I'm gonna look. So it's like Capricorn 305 Capricorn says, I live in New York now. My consultant started to change 100 an hour. I need to learn how to retire myself 100 an hour. Whoa, man, I'm behind. My God. Woo! I didn't realize they charging that much, because a lot of the consultants are not taking new clients in my area. Okay. Charge. Yeah, you're saying charge. Wow. All this time I'm taking up, and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I'm behind the ball. Cause y'all are getting really charged. Like, oh my God, I didn't even realize people are, but think about it though, because you're saying now I'll say this. I do want to get my money, my time's worth and all that kind of stuff, but I don't want to get to the point where people are being charged so much money that now they just don't want to get their hair done no more. And then they're just cutting it off and all this other kind of stuff. So, there's that thing. It's coming. It's going to come to a point where if you start charging too much money, then you're not going to get the clients, because a lot of clients are starting to be like, whoa, because it's not just the fact of just about this hair stuff. It's about what's going on out here. It's the inflation, and a lot of them are charging security deposits. Wow, I am out of touch. Security deposits for what? Like, meaning, like, if you so say, like, if you are setting up to get an install, they may say, hey, you got to put this much down. Oh, to hold your spot. Oh, to hold your spot. Oh, wow. Whoa, like, people, oh, okay, they ain't playing for an appointment. Oh, so you're gonna have to put a security deposit down for you. And you know what's so crazy about it? If I really wanted to, I probably really could make a killing down here, because it is in this town, it is only maybe me and one or two other girls that do it here in this whole town. Just me, only me and two. And other than that, they would have to go way up to Raleigh or out to these other places. And I'm not even, and so I'm providing convenience, all of that stuff. And I'm not even charging none of this. I'm behind the eight ball. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I am tripping. Maybe because I think with me, I started out just to get some residual income, because I wasn't planning on picking it back up. I was just all like, I'm not going to pick this back up. I didn't, for a long time, I didn't want to do here. I was paying one. Okay, so Sister and I said I was paying 145 and couldn't find a consultant in my immediate area, but I refused to travel 1 hour for the service. Right. And see, this is what I'm saying. So here you'll find, I would say, you was lucky to be paying 145, because a lot of people, even down here, they're not doing 145. So I would say, between, like, maybe if I had a client that I've been servicing for maybe the past 2 years or whatever, like, I would say the price, and then depending on what's going on with that person's hair or what's happening, it could go from like maybe 155 to up to 300, like in between that range, depending on like how quickly you could get done with a person, to depending on how much work I got to do. It'll range between 155 and like up to 300. Yeah, I was told it would be much cheaper if I traveled to New Jersey or Philly, but that is a 2 hour travel. Yeah, Capricorn, 305 Capricorn. It's definitely going to depend on where you're at, because even if you came down here, even if you went up to Raleigh, and Raleigh is like the mecca, like, of, because you got all the consultants and everything up there, and they still busy as crazy up there in Cary or Charlotte, like Charlotte, up in Raleigh, North Carolina, all that kind of stuff. That's where really all like the people getting their hair done. And those ladies up there charging like 180, you might charge 195, 200, something like that. And probably, I don't know, like some of the other ladies, you might find somebody doing maybe like 175, 180, like, so their price is like between there. I don't know what they do if they come across a client that has a whole bunch of hair or whatever like that. I don't know what they're doing with that, but I know I kind of do my range between my clients' hair, because I got some clients that have hair, they don't have as much hair as the other ones. Some of my clients might take me 3.5 hours to do it, and that's like a quick someone for 3.5 hours. There's one lady that might take me like 2 hours, because she really is, she's dealing with a couple of things with her hair, and it's not a lot to do her. I can get her done literally in 2 hours or whatever. So I don't like try to charge her on some astronomical, because sometimes I'll have clients like, this is an elderly lady, but she still wants her locks, and I don't want to, she's on her little pension or whatever. I don't want to just like overcharge like people in situations like that. And plus, it's not even really that much. I don't want to just like, she's scraping and scramming trying to just get that done. And she just wants to keep her locks, So I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and, so with certain people I work with, it just depends on what's going on and how much of my time that is going to take. So that's the way I just deal with that. But yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I got it. But like, guys, I wasn't even planning on keeping this up. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna come for a minute. I didn't even realize once I relocated here from Boston, so I came down for Boston. I was just doing this just to pick up residual income because I had the skill, I have it, and I know I can make money. But I was like, I've been doing hair for so long, over 30 years. I was like, man, my hands is hurting a little, my ankles. Let me take a break. So, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull this back out. Let me, get my thing, got my little chair stuff, pulled out my equipment and all this other kind of stuff, and said, you know what? Let me just get to it real quick, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, wow, the way things are going, I might have to get back with it like more than I wanted to. So it's something for me to think about. I'm gonna have to really think about this, and then maybe I don't know. I might have to end up renting me out a little space and get to it because it seemed like it's a need and the money's to be had. But at the same time, like I said though, I don't want to it's crazy because to me it's a lot of price gouging. I feel like because I mean I can understand a reasonable amount, but it is what it is. I ain't knocking nobody from getting a bag. Get it how you get it. So I ain't knocking nobody for that. But I'm like, at the same time, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna lose all your clients if you try to just try to charge them these astronomical prices. Like I don't know. I have to see something to think about, y'all. Y'all gave me a lot of food for thought right now. A lot of food for thought. So that's crazy. That is so crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah, guys, I just came on here real quick. I know folks it's Sunday night, y'all, and I've been on here for almost an hour, y'all. I wasn't trying to stay on too long tonight, but I wanted to just kick that information out. And but I'm glad that you all showed up and showed out, had your questions out here and making your statements. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate that, guys. So I am going to go ahead and get myself ready too because I'm trying to wind down. I got some things I got to get up early tomorrow, guys. But it was great having you guys come here and going back and forth with all of this information. Okay, Harold has a question. Okay, which I had hair skills. I don't, but can do a knot. So Sister Knox. Okay, hold on a second. Wait a minute. When you say you to make a knot, okay. 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 So you did not learn from Melissa Blake. So you said not from Melissa Blake. So how are you doing knots? You just decided you just gonna do some knots? Like so what it like how did you I really am interested in what that looks like. What does that look like? Okay. Harold said he has a question. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to you, Sister Knox. So Harold said, I have a question. Can I turn my brother locks into semi-free form locks? Sure, you can. If you have not had, you can start to take your locks out, Harold, because I've seen some people actually go through taking out the small ones, and it's so tedious. I don't even know how they even went there. But I actually did certain people here right on YouTube. You can look at and you can watch how they took. I was like, but they lost so much hair that it wasn't worth it. But since brother locks are bigger, so much bigger, I think you can try that. I would try to go ahead and use the some conditioner. I would really make sure you soften that up a lot with a lot of conditioner when you try it, and get kind of like a wide tooth comb. Make sure you start at the ends, take your time and try to get them out. But you could definitely, for sure, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but you could definitely do that. And Sister Knot said self-taught. Oh, so you self-taught. I wish I could see a picture. I wish you could drop a picture so we could see what that looks like. I would be interested to see what that looks like. So you're just taking your locks and you're just knotting them, and as it grow, you're just knotting and just knotting. Is that what you're doing? Like, so you're just taking all of your new growth and you're just knotting and knotting. Sister Knots. And then Harold says, can I leave my brother lock size and only get my hair retightened every 6 months? Now you going into a different range right there with every 6 months, because if you're doing that, if you decide to go every, you can keep your brother locks if you want to keep your brother locks, and then if you want to go, if you go 6 months, that it's you're free forming. You're going to be doing something different, because for one, you're going to, the integrity of your locks are going to be different, because you're only able to do that up to every 2 months. You're going to change the whole integrity of your locks if you wait 6 months. So if you do that, you're going to be doing a whole different thing. Like, so you're going to be creating something different that you're going to come back and tell us about, because nobody's going to wait 6 months to get their hair retightened. Um, that is a way of free forming. If you do that, you are going to be free forming. If you wait 6 months, you're gonna be free forming. So Sister Knot said, made some mistakes along the way, knotting too soon, not as needed. Not all locks need to be knotted at the same time. So how often are you knotting? Like, so say like with Sister Locks is every between 4 and 8 weeks, and you said not all knots need to be knotted at the same time. So I'm not understanding how all that goes. So are you on like a certain weeks type of pattern duration, or like you know, explain that a little bit more, like how, what's the time frame on that, like what's the time frame on doing a knot, and what, like, so what are you looking to see in your hair to say, oh, okay, I need to knot this up? Does it have to do with new growth, or what are you looking for to say, okay, it's time to put a knot in? Okay. Okay, so hold on. Harold says, because my hair grows slow, it's been 4 months since I got a retightening and I don't have any breakage or thinning. Oh, okay. So you're a slow grower. So hair grows a half an inch to if half an inch if you're a slow grower every month. So basically, so 2 inches, 3 inches. So if you wait 6 months, then you're gonna have to retighten 3 inches of hair. You'll have to retighten 3 inches of hair. That's something that you can discuss with your loctician and see how she feels about that, because that's different. I've never dealt with anyone that went that long. I think the longest person that ever came to me was like a 3 month thing, and it was so much damage that had been done. But we're talking sister lock, though. They wasn't brother lock. Some of them was longer, but the girl, I think the first time I ever did somebody, it was like 6 months, but there was so much damage. Oh my God. Like it was a lot of damage. Like when she waited that long, but they were younger and she didn't take care of her hair as much. So there was that too. So it probably has to do with that. Okay, hold on. Self-talk. Okay, can I leave my bro? Okay, hold on. Sister last made some. Okay, because my hair grows slow. Okay. But I feel I don't wait 3 to 4 months. Okay, so Sister Knot said, by Phil, I don't wait 3 to 4 months. I want to see. You know what? I want to know what that looks like. So, is there? Maybe I'll look at YouTube and see what that looks like. What that knot looks like, because I'm interested to see that. I can't like put in my mind what that looks like. So I would be interested to see that. Harold said, I have pretty thick hair. I know this wouldn't be a good idea for someone who has thin hair. Yeah, for sure, Harold. Sorry, Typo. I know that wouldn't be good for folks with thin hair. Yeah, I understood what you was trying to say. Um, no, with somebody with thin hair, I definitely would not go 6 months out, unless they were. If you were doing if you were doing 6 months out, and you were a type of person that was just decided you want to free form, then that's a different thing. If you want to just free form your locks or get into something different, um there's plenty of people that have done different things from Sister Locks. Like, everybody that started off with Sister Locks and stay with Sister Locks. Like, it just depends on you, your lifestyle, your money game, like whatever's going on. Like, just do what I just tell people, even my own clients. I tell them, do what is right for you. if you want this service, this is what I'm doing. You come here, I got this service for you and more, because I really do care for my clients. Like I care about their hair, what's going on in their hair. If anything is going on with my clients, we discuss it. But that's also because I am a cosmetologist by trade as well. I went to hair school. I taught in hair school. I have my own clients in class. I worked in salons. I worked at home. I worked in shops. So it's not just about the locks. I have like the information on just hair, scalp. Like if you need, oh, this is going on in your hair, oh, use this shampoo, oh, look, we should do this, or go see a dermatologist. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is different when I deal with clients, because I deal with the all over. Like we're doing locks, but I also am into hair care as well. So it's different if you can find someone that's also a cosmetologist, you'll be able to. So if you have thick hair, it's like, oh, great, this person has thick hair. Oh, we don't have to really worry about you too much on here. Your hair can actually probably like, take a little bit more hair. It's larger sizes. And some people's hair is just a lot stronger than other people's hair. So it really depends on what's going on in your hair, how much hair you have per square inch on your head. There's a lot of different factors that play into like what advice you would give to somebody. There's a lot of different things that play a part in that. Okay, let me grab my glasses, y'all, so that I can stop straining my eyes. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my glasses. Where did I put my glasses? Where did I put my glasses, y'all? Hold on. Where are my glasses? Hold on. Man, I have no idea where I put my glasses at. Where in the world did I put my glasses? I can't stand when I do that, y'all. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna have to strain, because I do not. I have no idea where I put my glasses at. Where did I put my glasses? But anyways, let me try to keep up. Can I? Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. I leave my brother outside and only get hair retightened every 6 months. Made some, okay, because my hair grows. Okay, let's see. I have pretty thick hair. Yep. Sorry. Okay. So sister and I said I didn't want to. It became out of control. So I feel for the need to not every couple of weeks. Hair growth rate is different in certain areas of my hair. Yeah, that's true. Because and not only does the hair growth rate will be different in other areas of your hair, you're going to also have different hair textures as well. Because sometimes in the top of my hair, I used to have more of the finest kind of like, looser hair here. Then it would get a little bit thicker hair around to the back, a little bit thicker underneath my hair. Used to be super curly right here, but right here was I used to have like, I would say maybe 4-3, a patch that was like it was just like more of a coarser texture right here at the middle of my head. I don't know where that came from, but that's very common around our hair. We'll have different textures like all around, and that's very common, especially with our textures of hair. That's very common. um and then 305 Capricorn said, I tried knots on a few locks and those locks fell out over time. I do have thin hair. Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. So when you knotted them, they fell out. I wonder, did you, okay, so 305 Capricorn, when you knotted them, did you do like a single, like just two single small sister locks? Like did you just grab two like sister locks and then just put knots in them? Or did you grab more than just two? I'm still trying to see how that, trying to, I'm just trying to understand it. Sorry to hear about that. No issues so far. Time will tell though. Sister Knots, how long have you had as sister? I'm sure you'll be good. I have everything. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all are talking to each other too. How long, Sister Knots, how long did you have your locks? How long did you have yours? And also, Yeah, how long did you have those in your hair? Okay, Sister Lock for 3 years. And so Sister Locks for 3 years, and then you started to knot them. And are all of your hair not so all of your Sister Locks are knotted now? You like all of them? Okay. So all of your Sister Locks are knotted. Okay. Okay. Wow, that was kind of brave to kind of just so you must have at least like kind of saw or understood. Did you listen to Melissa Blake them or hear what they were saying about it, or did you see anybody doing it, or you just said let me just put knots in, or like where did you start from? Like I know you said it's self-taught, but like how do you know that you're doing the right thing, or are you just saying like okay I'm satisfied with what I'm doing, and you just gonna rock that, like you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it's like because there's no judgment no way at all, but I'm just saying um like with me, like when I did the Sister Locks I knew where it started and where it was gonna end, like you know what I mean, like I'm like oh, okay this is what this is gonna look like, that's what so I'm just trying to understand, like did you see something with Melissa Blakenham or see an example of the knots, or did you just say I'm gonna do my own thing and then just rock it like that? That's what I'm trying to understand. Yeah, y'all. Whoo. There's a lot of stuff out here. And another thing too, like I was saying, just with these prices, it's like everything is going up, not just our hairstyles, it's like the inflation of everything, the food, everything is just costing so much. It was brave. Sister Na says it was brave. I was so frustrated when I transitioned. I did listen to Melissa Blake and Tunisia. I'm happy with my results doing it my way. Okay, doing it my way. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. So I guess you did get at least some kind of start, like, where you wanted to go with it. And so I say, because even when I took the Sister Locks class, I was like under the assumption that everybody was going to come in there with Sister Locks, but that's not the case, guys. So you don't have to. So I don't get into, just because I wear Sister Locks, I don't get into that thing about like if somebody else has another lock that they're wearing, like, oh, it's the wrong lock to wear if that's the right lock for you. Because when I was in class, there was all kind of lock wearers, and I was like, what's going on? Like, because for some, I don't know, maybe I just assumed everybody was going, oh, everybody gonna have Sister Locks in here. That is not how it was. A couple of us did have Sister Locks in the class, but then there was, I think there was a girl in there that had traditional locks in her hair. There was a girl that had yarn braids in there. There was a girl who didn't have locks in her hair at all. And the teacher who was actually teaching the classes didn't have no locks at all. She just had a curly hair. She just like a woman who just had curly hair, and she was teaching it. And then we were like asking her, like, oh, you're teaching locks, and we were like, you're teaching locks, and what made you get into locks? Because, and I guess it was kind of like I won't say it wasn't a judgment call, but it was kind of like she was, you could tell she was a mixed woman. She was a mixed woman, and it just kind of, she just didn't seem like the person that would be teaching Sister Locks. And then so we did get across to ask her that question, but we wanted to ask her respectfully and stuff. And she seemed very knowledgeable about Sister Locks, gave us a lot of information and all that kind of stuff. But she was like, I know. She was like, no, I don't feel no kind of way about y'all asking me why am I teaching sister locks and all that kind of stuff? She's like, I'm used to this. She was like, because when people come to my house, they be shocked when they see me opening the door. You know, I don't got locks. Here I am with curly hair and all some kind of stuff, looking half white. And they like, what she can teach me about some sister? I don't trust her. She said, but she has to, you know, let them know a little bit more, like, no, let me show you what I can do, let me show you some pictures, let me show you some of my work, let me show you I actually do know what I'm talking about. So, you know, so once I saw that, once I went to class and saw that not everybody was going to have the same kind of locks. My daughter don't have sister locks, she has traditional locks. My daughter got the traditional ones in her hair and all that kind of stuff. So, and I asked her, like, do you want sister locks? She was like, nope, I don't want sister locks. I want to wear the traditional ones. So she got traditional locks. So even my daughter doesn't have sister locks. She has traditional ones. So it's like I think just get what you feel is right for yourself. Is your hair, you know how you live, you know your lifestyle, you know what you want, you know what you want to pay, you know how long you want to sit, you know how you only you know that. So you can't let nobody tell you what to do with your hair or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's the way people should always approach it. Even if you start off with something, it don't mean you can't change it to something else if you want. You know, even over the years, just to even save some of my locks, I had to combine it and don't get stuck on the grid, y'all. Like, people get stuck, oh, my grid, this, all some kind of stuff. Don't get out of that stuff. Like, do not, it don't even make sense, because as you're going along over time, it's going to change anyway. Our hair doesn't naturally grow in a grid. So as you, over the years, some might thin out, you're going to have to combine. The grid's going to change anyways, right there. As you're combining and doing different stuff, it's going to change. Like, so you have to, this is a journey. This really and truly is a journey. And it's going to change. So just go with it. The best thing that you can do is just go with it. Okay. Okay, 305 Capricorn says, my cousin has DIY micro locks. She converted to knotted locks last year and tried it on mine. Not sure how many knots we did. Oh, okay. So I would just say, I would just watch it and see how it goes. Like, considering you said that some of them fell out before, like the ones that you did, I would just really watch them. I probably wouldn't, and especially since you have thin hair, I wouldn't put tension on that for sure. Now, this is the only thing, this just popped in my mind. Okay. This is the only thing that I would think if you decided to go the knotted lock route. Now, although sister locks is a pattern type of lock itself, but with knots, if you ever wanted to take those out, I don't know how that would work, how easy that would be, and what that process is like once it like really combines and knots together. The only, in my mind, I'm thinking that the only way that if you decided you wanted to get rid of that, you would probably have to cut that out. Unless, see, but I don't, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, because I don't know, for one, anybody who has it. I'm just hearing, so knotted locks are a fairly new type of thing anyways, but so I don't have enough experience to know what actually happened with that. So this is good though that some people are doing it, because in that way, as you're going through your process and all that kind of stuff, we will start to learn what that process is like. Okay, so 305 says, I decided not continue with knots and locks. I'll stick to interlocking. Okay, and then Sister Knot said, it is more challenging to knot than locks. So I did combine some small ones. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. I could definitely imagine if you have fine, like starting from sister locks and then trying to not like, yeah. I could only imagine. And this is just really all new. This is all so new. So I'm definitely going to be making sure I'm watching. To see what people put out there. On videos, or just post pictures or something like that. I'm going to actually be watching out for that and looking to see what that looks like, because the only person that I saw, well, which Melissa Blake, I guess that's what knotted locks look like because she has knots in her locks. Um, and I see how that looks, but it's like I can't really like explain it like, and plus it's been a minute since I seen her hair, so I would have to kind of just try to like look at that again to really kind of see what that really looks like, because I can't really like kind of picture like what a bunch of knotted locks would look like. So I would have to kind of just go and try to see other people, and as people start to come out with them more, to see what that really looks like, because I just don't know. And then as far as the thinning, yeah, I want us to think about it like all of us thin wearing girls, because I am thin too. And that's something that I worry about too, because I do want to have the style over a longer period of time. At least definitely for sure another 5 years for sure, you know, but it definitely is you got to just very take care. That's why I took over, because just even as different locticians was dealing with my hair, I was going through a lot like with that. So I decided the best thing for me was to take over so that I can be as gentle as possible with my hair, because and just really just trying to keep these locks on my head. So you know, it's just I'm trying. We all trying to figure it out and just trying to figure out. And that's what I was saying. Just do what's right for you, because you just got to figure out what is the best thing for you. Like even if I was still doing people's hair and sister locks, and I decided I wanted something different, then that's what I do. Like I don't. You think I would care about whatever? I would still. That don't mean I still couldn't do that, but be doing what's right for my hair. Because if it came down to it and I needed to do something different that was better off for my hair, oh, best believe I do it. Believe me, and wouldn't worry about nothing else. I would do it if it benefited me more. So do what's gonna benefit you guys. Definitely do what's gonna benefit you. Wow, this was good, y'all. This was a good discussion today. I am so happy. I'm so glad y'all all came out and decided to, you know, discuss with each other. And this is what we need to do anyways, y'all. This is how we learn from each other. You know, there's power in numbers. This is how we learn more information. I have a lot of knowledge and information from just over the years of experience I've had, but also too, I'm learning from y'all as well. Like, you know, with people doing different things, and like y'all was talking about the prices and different things, and you know, just a lot of different stuff that I'm just like, wow, like, and it's maybe, and I used to be way more on it, but I guess maybe because of my mindset of being like, I was already doing it for 30 years and was just kind of doing it on the residual side. So I wasn't like, yeah, I'm about to open my shop back up. Yeah, this is what, you know, so my mind wasn't in it like that. So this is kind of like, oh, okay, wait a minute. This is what's really going on now. Like, okay. So it just still depends, because I'll see how far I'm going to take it, but I'll probably still have clients for a while, but it depends. So but this is good information. So thank you all for all of this information. Thank y'all for the conversation today. This was really great. Thank you guys for coming and participating. I really appreciate that. So I'm trying to get here on Sundays, guys. I'll say between 6 and 7, usually at 6 o'clock. Mainly, I'm trying to keep it to 6 o'clock because it still is Sunday. But this tends to be when I can catch most of you guys, and you know, this is like time off. But I do try to have Sundays for relaxing days. But I do also like to make sure I can catch where I can engage with the most people at the same time, y'all. So it is going on. It's like 1:22, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading out unless anybody else have any questions, guys. Anybody else have anything else to say before we all take off? Okay. Let me know if any of y'all have any more comments or questions. Okay. If no one has any more questions or comments, I am going to wish all of you guys a very happy Thanksgiving. Um, okay. Yep. Have a good night too. Capricorn 85. So I'm sending a lot of wait a minute. Yeah, 100%. A lot of love to you guys. Okay. I want you all to enjoy your holiday season. Y'all don't eat too much out there. Don't get too tipsy either. Okay. Enjoy your friends and family. Okay. Everybody, y'all enjoy y'all friends and family. If y'all are traveling, please travel safely, guys. Y'all want to get there safe and return home safely. Okay. Everybody. All right. So as always, as I always say at the end of my videos, sharing is caring, guys. And I will catch you all in the next one. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, okay? And become one of my lock stars. Ring that bell for notifications every time I'm here. So until next time, I'll try to see you guys here on Sunday at 6. Love, lots of love. Bye now. I'll catch y'all later.